How's everyone?
Hey, Ron, what's happening, dude? Welcome on in. How you doing today, man? Oh, shoosh. Man. I took a little bit of a nap too before stream. Got a little passed out on the couch earlier, and it was it was nice, but it definitely was feeling like I didn't want to get back up from it. Ooh. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and let's get into this first one. This is dropped in by our friend Cyclo. This is apparently a gameplay trailer for a game called Spine. There was something I saw this the other day, something about this the other day, but it wasn't a gameplay trailer, so I didn't check it out. So I'm guessing this one's actually a gameplay trailer. Yo, Cyclo, what's happening? Your connection's a little choppy from the earthquake. Oh my gosh. I haven't fixed the lines just yet, I think. Oh, damn. Well, hey, man. I appreciate you coming and hanging out. And if you suddenly are just not here, I definitely understand. Yeah, I hope it wasn't bad. It must have been kind of a little bit something. I was gonna ask if I posted this. Yeah. And like I said, I wasn't even sure if this is the same one or not. There was one I checked out and I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, we'll check this out real quick. I don't think I know anything about this, so.
Redline, as your combat AI, I have to warn you that pressing the wrong floor may lead to unexpected consequences.
Who the fuck are you?
No elevator this time?
Damn, this looks real clean. Yeah, okay. That, I think that was much better than the trailer I had seen. Yeah, that looks sick. I'm interested to see how it ended up actually looking, all the way in. But yeah, that's very, very slick. Supposedly actual gameplay. At times it kind of does have that it has a little bit of a look to it, which does kind of makes me think it might be. Like it kind of has like some motion and stuff, but maybe they're just not showing any of like the HUD or any of the prompts on screen or whatever. So it looks great though. Yeah, not what I thought, but I mean they do say gameplay trailer, so there better be some fucking gameplay. House is okay. Yeah, that's the best. That's the good part, man. As long as the house is okay, that's all that matters. Yeah, I know Ron's out there where he tends to get a decent amount of earthquakes and stuff, which is scary as hell. So, and that's a good thing about Ohio. We don't get earthquakes and shit like that. We are super fortunate for the kind of weather we get. The worst weather we ever get is maybe maybe a tornado every so often, or like a bad snowstorm. That's about it. So yeah, this looks pretty awesome. I was gonna show off Grand Theft Auto, but I feel like I'm gonna save that one for a little bit here. So let's get into the next one. This one came out over the weekend. I was pretty shocked because it just felt like it dropped out of nowhere. But this is the actual trailer for the new Fallout show. I believe this is from Amazon, I think, something like that. So yeah, let's take a look at this one as well.
I know that I've lived a relatively comfortable life.
Stop! Lucy! You need to go home. Vault dwellers are an endangered species. I do not think you would be willing to do what it takes to survive up here. If you insist on staying, then you will have to adapt.
Uh-huh.
Tomorrow, so they say, will be a lovely day. A bright new sun will suddenly break through. But I don't want to see tomorrow unless I see it with you.
And grabbed a moldy one.
Ew. Wow, that is wild. Oh, April 12th. All right. And I agree, Cyclo. Man, it looks promising. It actually looks like it could be pretty all right, which shocked me. I looked at it, I watched it, and I was like, huh, that looks actually pretty good. So here's the part that kind of lost me. Let me find the specific spot here. This part where they're showing off the accolades of the studio, where they're saying from the studio behind The Boys and free 2-day shipping. When I first saw this, I thought, free 2-day shipping? Like, is that a show or something? And then I realized, oh, this is produced by Amazon. Like, Amazon, bro, that's a bad joke. And it's not even a joke. I guess it's technically true, but and not know. It might not taught how, but they okay. So here's the worst part. A couple of seconds before that, this is what they showed, my friend. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they played the wrong cards. I think that they thought that was going to be really funny. And whatever, it's fine, but it's a little bit cringe, my friends. I know, it's shocking to think in the year 2023, the year of our Lord, Amazon is cringe, but to non-game folks. Oh yeah, I totally get that, what you're saying. My point was, I guess, more so that The Boys is fine. I think that's great. Guy who brought you Starfield. I just thought a free 2-day shipping, like you don't have any other things that you could put up there, right? Isn't Invincible on Amazon as well? Is Invincible produced by Amazon? Isn't Invincible like really good too? Network is Amazon Prime. Who makes it though? Created by Kirkman for Amazon Prime Video. I mean, so it's technically made for, I don't know. Like, I feel like there's so many things they could have done, and they were like, you know, the guys who do 2-day shipping. I was like, okay, that's the thing you want to go with? Whatever. So like I said, pretty cool though. I think it looks actually pretty good. I mean, so many people have Amazon Prime. I feel like it's you know, most people will be able to check it out if they want to. I'll definitely probably check it out whenever it does drop, which is like early April. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's knock out this Grand Theft Auto. I know y'all saw Christopher Judge. We'll get to him in a second. Recently, Rockstar made a little bit of a tease for when they were going to drop the new Grand Theft Auto trailer. It was supposed to be today at 9 a.m. After a bunch of various things happened, a couple of leaks and things like that, they decided to drop it yesterday. So I'm sure anybody who wanted to see it has already seen it, but I will show you anyway. My apologies to anybody who's going to be watching this on the VOD later, like on YouTube or something, because I am going to completely silence this part. Unfortunately, I've seen a lot of people getting claimed over the song that's in this, so I apologize. But yeah, let's take a look at this, and we can talk about it right up after. All right. There's nothing else after that. So I feel like I have a good little chunk to talk about on this. Florida, the game. Yo, Polly, what's happening? You were so right. So I was kind of looking at some of this. Like, when they first show off this character, I was like, damn, this does not look like a Rockstar game. Because Rockstar very much has like a look. And then they're kind of showing off some of the other bits and stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, this definitely looks like a Rockstar game. Let me see, right up here, all these, like, listen, their NPCs look great and everything. They just, I don't know what it is. For some reason, Rockstar really gives me like a very specific vibe. I feel like they always kind of have a very similar vibe. Again, not a bad thing, just kind of a thing. So I know people have been pretty excited, picking apart all of the details and stuff. I'm just going through a couple of little things here and there. People were excited about the car culture kind of coming back and everything. I'm trying to see if there was a lot of people have been talking about like the density of like the vehicles and stuff and the NPCs. You know, obviously very much a next gen game. Obviously a very beautiful game too. So oh yeah, this was one of the other things people were talking about. Like, so this is definitely like a modern day set in modern day with all the social media and everything. Yeah, very Florida. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of these like Instagram-y things going on. So there's like a talk about that this is going to be a 2 protagonist game as well. I don't think people know who this guy's name is, but he's supposed to be one of them, and then this is the other. I think they said her name, but I don't remember it. And I've seen it around, but it's one of those ones. It's not sticking with me enough. Also, just so you guys see this too, yeah, in a day, 91 million views. This trailer's going pretty bonkers. And I also saw something people were saying that this is kind of some of this stuff is like taken from like real life Florida stuff. So interesting. Yeah, so this is kind of the dynamic between these two people. Kind of been talking about the Bonnie and Clyde kind of thing. We'll see. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. People were talking about this though also being like going to be end up being the biggest game of all time. Like I said, I don't know about all that, but I don't know. Let me know what you all think about it. I think it looks, fine or whatever. But obviously also not coming until 2025, so we got a little bit of time. But yeah, like I said, pretty cool. I'm never gonna be mad about it. I'll definitely be checking it out. I've gotten to play. I think I started on GTA 3 and then played a bunch of them and stuff, and not every single one of them, but they're always dumb fun and stuff. So sure, people will buy it. Yeah. People were saying that it could be the game, man, the one that people just whatever. Glad GTA isn't a forever game like Destiny 2. I mean, they were trying with 5 for a minute there. It looked like, man, they were pumping that game onto every single thing. Actual separate games, yeah. I will say the other part of this too is so like in a press release, it kind of came out where what they're developing this for is just PS5 right now and the newer Xbox, like the Series X and S. So no PC at launch. They're gonna skip PC at launch, probably come to PC later on. But right now they're just kind of focusing on those two things, like the Xbox and the PlayStation, but the newest gen of those. Which people have said it seems like a great idea because it kind of gives them the, kind of the constraints that they need to work within and not having to try and do a PC port, that could be just end up being terrible. The Cheesecake Factory of games. Dang. Yeah, I like these takes, Cyclo. Listen, I like Grand Theft Auto. I don't think that they're the best game in the world either. I think they're usually pretty fun. You know, you can have I think one of the things I really liked about Grand Theft Auto was, at least with the last one, was when they were doing, you know, online, you could play with friends and stuff. But before the online got super monetized, like in the early versions of the online version of that game, was super great. Vash and I actually played a lot of it and stuff. It was fantastic. That kind of fun stuff you could do with your friends and stuff is a good time. But I kind of agree with Cyclo. I think it's a good game, but I don't think it's a great game. Strip club is for the win. Oh man. Oh jeez. Yes, there is some adult entertainment as well. But no, I really do. I think they're good games, but I kind of agree though. With Cyclo though, I kind of agree. They're usually I guess I'll kind of take it a step further, or a step better than what he's saying. I think they're good games. I just don't think they're the best games, but they sell like they're the best games. So we'll be surprised to see. I mean, like I said, people have been clamoring for this, so 91 million views in a day. That's not nothing. Yeah, and just a quick 2 million in the last less than an hour, you know, since I've had this pulled up. So another quick 2 mil right there. Yeah, that's crazy. But I want to stick on the Rockstar stuff and kind of go over some memes other studios were having and things like that. I'm kind of excited for. Don't got those and no cheesecake, nothing. Oh man, serve food in Florida. There's no way there's not. Oh my gosh, this is a real freaking. This is a little bit of a too much of a real address here. Should I look at what this address is? It's like, I better not be upset about this. All right, well, they asked for an address. All right, right by the Olive Garden, Eddie V's Prime Seafood, the World of Beer, Fleming's Prime Steakhouse and Wine Bar. All right, I'm not gonna dox the rest of that company. PLR sound effect. Oh my gosh. So kind of like I was alluding at the beginning of the trailer. So Rockstar kind of made an announcement for their trailer. And so this is kind of what it looks like here or whatever. And a couple other studios and other, you know, companies were jumping on the bandwagon to put their hat in the ring of using the similar kind of template. And I just wanted to go over a couple of those because I thought they were pretty funny. So Halo Infinite was showing off that they were doing a new trailer yesterday. You know, using the exact same color schemes and everything. You know, very, very nice. Sea of Thieves, kind of doing the same thing. I always look at it as kind of like parodying, but it's also, you know, There's a reason why they're doing it, you know, because it's gonna get looks just because it's kind of the parody part of it. Overwatch, Call of Duty Warzone, I guess. Fall Guys is doing a new trailer. Why? I don't know. I almost wonder if like people like Fall Guys would do like a brand new trailer, but like just of like the game, nothing new in the game, just a trailer of the game. Stellaris Nexus. I don't know what this is. Apparently Walmart Canada Gaming also got in on this for some reason. Walmart sells games like all the time. Okay. And then people were kind of doing, you know, like kind of a roundup of everything. Still on sale there at Walmart? Probably. Why not? Destiny. I liked this one. Oh man, because it's not from an official Destiny source. It's from Destiny Bulletin, which is obviously not a real one. But Destiny 2: The Final Shape delayed until Tuesday, June 4th. Yeah, everybody really was jumping on that bandwagon as it was happening. Fucking Walmart though. So just I thought that's funny just because, man, again, I don't know exactly why, but people have been so hyped for Grand Theft Auto 6 that yeah, they are, you know, anything to do with it is pure, just people are so into it. So yeah, Capcom doesn't, they don't care about that kind of stuff. You know, there's a couple of companies that are like, yeah, why would I do that? So I will say, we don't need your pastels. There was a Last of Us part 2. Sorry, you guys can't see it. I can see it. There was a trailer that dropped for the, oh my gosh, what is it called? Like it's a mercenary mode. I forget exactly what it's called. It's their roguelike mode that they're adding to the new remaster, and it dropped on the same day yesterday or whatever, and people were like, oh man, I feel so bad, you know, nobody's gonna be watching this, like like that the Grand Theft Auto trailer was gonna take up their whole day, like they couldn't watch anything else. Like, yeah, it might get outshined by like that news, but like this wasn't like huge news. Like we already knew that was coming in the remaster. So all right, let's go into some of the next couple of things here. So Thursday's gonna be the Video Game Awards. If you guys haven't, you know, gone over and checked out, you know, Vash and I are gonna be over on The Wolf and the Kid. Make sure you guys are following over there because we're gonna be having a good time watching this on Thursday. Last year, Christopher Judge, who is the voice of Kratos in the new God of War series, he won something. I can't remember what. Some award, but he had, I think he now owns the record for longest thank you speech. What is that called? Yeah, longest speech at like an award show or whatever. And apparently they are gonna go ahead and bring him back for Thursday, which could be bad. But I thought this was pretty interesting because I think it was Plenty who dropped this in the Discord, and then I went over to his actual Twitter just to make sure. Yeah, I went over to his Twitter to actually make sure this was real. I'm always just like, I don't know, maybe it's not. But I went and saw it, and he actually had he had a little bit of a ball, you know, a little bit of a joke at himself. He said, "I'm honored. Plus, there's a few people I forgot to thank." So I'm excited to see him. I'm sure, you know, hopefully they'll either have a good joke about it or, you know, something like that. I'm not sure exactly what's gonna happen yet with him, but he'll be back. So I wanted to pull up something. Says 2 words and leave. See, that'd be perfect. Just totally kind of take a 180 on this whole situation, where people are expecting something and then he's like does the complete opposite. That'd be great. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna be over on The Wolf and the Kid. Make sure you guys are over there checking us out. Look at these
He's
dudes
doing a big splody over there. Wow.
by himself.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Yeah, there's a. So when he does that, fireball shoot off across the ground.
Oh my god.
So you're not safe just running away. You gotta look out for that.
Oh, I'm riding apparently.
That was pretty awesome to see from a distance.
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna be over there hanging out on Thursday, watching. So if you want to watch the Game Awards while also hanging out, you know, and having a good time, you know, reacting and chat and stuff, I think it's gonna be a great time. I think it's worth coming over and check it out, guys. All right, let's move on. Thank you, good sir judge. Like I said, lots of trailers dropped over this last couple of days. So this is one for a new Godzilla and King Kong film called The New Empire. I don't know. So I did check this one out. I'm gonna go ahead and everything was pretty whatever, you know, pretty fine. But there's a moment in this trailer that I would say kind of jumps the shark. I would like you guys to let me know if you spot it. You know, all right? That's all that I ask, okay?
For most of human civilization, we believed that life could only exist on the surface of our planet. What else were we wrong about?
Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in?
This world has more secrets than we could possibly imagine.
Miracles I get. Still now and then.
What is that?
That's not Kong. What could have done this?
Kong can't stop this on his own.
He won't be alone.
that a mini Kong?
Yo, Casper, what's happening, dude? Welcome on in. So, listen, I think looks pretty good. Agreed, man. I 100% agree. I think it looks pretty fine. I've bought into that. A bunch of big CGI monsters fighting each other. I'm cool. I can get in. Here's the thing that gets me though. When they decided that. When they decided King Kong and Godzilla needed to run together in a shot, something doesn't make sense to me here. the shot looks fucking weird. Outside of that, I agree, man. It's great. Mech Arm is pretty weird too, but whatever. Yo, Ty, what's happening, man? Oops, I'm typing in up there. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do me a little shout out over here. But yeah, so I mean, listen, like I said, I bought into to pretty much every part of what's going on with these films. You know, they're not deep philosophical movies or anything like that. They're a lot of dumb fun, you know, and that's what I think it is. Just Godzilla running, yeah, essentially. That's kind of how I feel about it. Actually, it doesn't, and it's weird. It's very off-putting to me. And I know, listen, I know. You know, like the old Godzilla Toho films, like Godzilla did all kinds of bonkers shit. That's fine. It doesn't have to be part of this. Setting up my monitor mounts and cleaning up my desk. Hey, hell yeah, dude. That's fucking sick, man. Championship blanket. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah. Nice, Casper. Very, very nice, dude. Coffee is done. Yeah, so I don't know. There's something weird about this. You want to see it? Absolutely. You want to drop it in the Discord? I would absolutely love to, man. Always. That's the kind of stuff, you know, we got the Discord for. Dropping those cool things like that in there. Yeah, so I don't know. Very, very weird. Like I said, something that's just off-putting to me. All right, let's keep on moving. Hey, you're being speedist. You know what, Paulie? I appreciate you calling me out for this and letting me know. I am, but only to Godzilla, man, and he deserves it, bro. He deserves it. Yeah, outside, again, I'm telling you, outside of that, I bought into all the other stupid shit that's going in those films, man. I don't even care. I've watched all the other like recent Godzilla films that they've done for that cinematic universe that they're trying to do now. I've watched them all, and they're fine. I even watched the one with Mechagodzilla or whatever the last one was. That shit was goofy as fuck. For whatever reason, running Godzilla is just, it triggers me in another way. Trying to find my video when I see Christopher Judge, but it was a shitty vid since I started getting yelled at by your staff. Wait, when you saw him? Like when he, like in person? Damn, bro. All right, so got a couple of actual news articles. It was very light on actual news stuff. It was a lot of like announcements, videos, trailers, and stuff like that. So a couple of other things, but this one kind of tickles my fancy a little extra, you know, more than I expected. Phil Spencer shouts out Banjo-Kazooie, while talking about bringing back older franchises. I don't know if you guys have ever played Banjo-Kazooie or Banjo-Tooie. There's a third one in there, but we don't talk about that one because I think that one kind of sucked. Like Nuts and Bolts or something. I don't know. I never played it. It looked terrible. It didn't look like it represented the real spirit. But those games were great, and I would love to see them kind of, I don't know, just they could just remake those games and it'd be great. I told him, you shut the fuck up. Hey, that's cool. Yeah, he probably does some actual voice acting and stuff in other things, not just God of War, right? Yeah, that's pretty sick, dude. He seemed like a pretty interesting dude. Albeit, you know, he likes to take really long speeches at video game awards, but you know, outside of that, he's great, you know. It's been a long 15 years since the last Banjo-Kazooie game was released, and since then, fans have been eager for a revival. Now, Xbox CEO Phil Spencer has finally acknowledged fans hoping for the franchise's return. Have they been eager? I mean, listen. I mean, I don't know if I've been eager, because listen, I'm going to count myself as a fan. I haven't been eager, but I've also wanted to play I wouldn't be mad at a new game, right? You know, I guess that's how I feel about it. You know, eager is definitely maybe not the best way to put it, but you know, in the back of your mind, you're always like, hey, it'd be nice if they did another one of those, right? Maybe that's kind of what I'm thinking. In an interview with Windows Central published Friday, Spencer briefly shouted out Banjo-Kazooie's community and its repeated pleas for a new game when asked about types of games that might see revivals. You've seen from our history that we haven't touched every franchise that people would love us to touch. Banjo fans, I hear you. But it is true that when we find the right team, the right opportunity, I love going back to revisit stories and characters that we've seen previously. Which is great. I mean, whatever. But 15? Let it die. Man, but like, I mean, yeah, okay. I mean, listen, I completely hear you, Cyclo. This is Future. I see. Yeah, okay. Well, that's kind of what I was saying. Like, if they just remade one of the older games, I'd be okay with that. Like, just kind of make it, polish it up. You remember when they did, I don't think it was Xbox or whatever, but the one team redid, I mean, it was Spyro and Crash. They redid those games. They remade those games, and they were both great. They played almost identically, probably a little cleaner, a little tighter. But yeah, just a little bit of polish on them. They don't have to make a brand new one. I don't think I want a new Banjo-Kazooie game. Medium eager. A little meager? Damn. Now I know what meager means. Free the banjo. Yeah, I just... Like, I guess, I don't know. I don't think I want a new game just because, again, I saw what that other Banjo game was. Like I said, I think it was called Nuts and Bolts. And that game looked and seemed like it was not that good. I think people liked it. They said it was like okay, but it wasn't a Banjo game. So I would just rather do a little remake and call it done. But I do understand your point of very similar to like reviving things that are already kind of had a really good arc and, don't need something new. Don't just make something new just for the sake of doing it. Like Cycle was saying, like Futurama, that's definitely kind of what they've done at this point, is they've just kind of revived it without having kind of a reason to revive it. you know, outside of money, which is not actually a great reason. But man, I don't know. I was a little bit like, okay, well, let's see. Into Dust for a new Star Fox. That's absolutely true, Paulie. I'm sure Nintendo is working on a new Star Fox. Although Nintendo does this with certain IPs, they will hold on to them for so long. Think about like Metroid gets like a game like every 10 years. It's not that long, but it's a really long time. Zelda gets a game like every handful of years. Like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom I thought were pretty quick, all things considered. And I might be wrong. I'd have to look at the numbers and everything, but Star Fox is another one though. Yeah, they haven't done a Star Fox in a long time. Although Star Fox 64, that's a pretty perfect Star Fox game. So I don't know. I just wanted to bring this up because I thought it was interesting. This next one is less than news and kind of just something interesting, actually. Hey, thank you, Casper. I'm going to take a look at it here in just a second. And I want to go through this this list of Pokemon cards. The 11 most expensive Pokemon cards of all time. I don't know. There was something about like a Pokemon card being worth like millions, and I was like, ooh, let me see. And then I realized it was a list. So then I didn't even look because I was like, ooh, I want to go over this on stream. I figured we would just look at them because I mean, I don't know. Shit, I don't know shit about Pokemon cards. So apparently so number 11 is Snap Magikarp, which is worth approximately $136,000. And I was realizing like, oh, it's Pokemon Snap Magikarp. Cyclo, have you never seen Pokemon cards, man? They are worth way too much money. I don't completely understand why. But I figured let's take a look and let's see if we know why. We can't. We're not going to find out. But number 10 is a number 2 trainer. Japanese super secret battle. What the hell is this? This one's approximately $137,500. Jesus. I don't understand this one. There's probably something to it, but I don't know. Number 9 is a Neo Genesis first edition holographic Lugia. What a bad name for a Pokemon. Lugia just sounds gross. This one's $144,300. And if you want to do any more extra reading, like I said, I'm just going to kind of go over them pretty quickly. But if you want to do any reading about each of the cards or any of that stuff, there is a little bit of stuff in there. But all of that information will be in the Discord if you would like it. Along with a great picture of Casper's blanket. Buy a house or a card. I know what the better investment is, Polly. Genghis Khan Hollow Family Event Trophy. Again, I don't know what these are. But this one's worth $175,000. Okay, this one's interesting. This one is the Ishihara GX promo card, autographed. This one is $247,230. Worth anything? This one looks like it's not. This one looks like it's an English card, but you might be right. Honus Wagner baseball card. It was worth around $2 million. Whoa, really? Don't worry, Cycle. I think there's gonna be other ones. But oh man, you might be right though. It might be The English ones might be the stupid ass ones. Number 6 is a bronze Pikachu number 3 trainer trophy. This one is $300,000. Casper, do you know why that one was so expensive? $2 million, Jesus. Oh, here we go. There's the English one. This is a Blastoise presentation card, which was worth $360,000. I just sold a few cards for $45. Damn, Ty, bro, you kind of made out actually. $45. If it was only a handful of cards, it's actually not bad. Here's the boy right here. This is the one I know of. And I have a kind of slightly interesting story about Charizard. This is a 1999 Pokemon base set Shadowless First Edition Holo Charizard. This one is worth $420,000. So, back in the day, I did a little collecting of cards. The Pokemon cards. Never played. I wasn't a dweeb. I just collected them. But I did get a Charizard at one point. I sleeved that bad boy up and I sold it for $200. Listen, I had no idea that it was going to be worth, way more later down the line. Obviously not this kind of money, but it could have been worth a decent little chunk at some point. It was definitely not in good condition. It was a little bit scratched up, so listen, like I said, I always kind of look back on it knowing like I was not gonna actually ever get anything huge out of it. But very interesting that the Charizard ended up being such a big card now. The box that came out of alone costed about $20. Okay, well, see, that's not bad. So you're making at least double of what you paid then. Not a bad little profit. Someone found it under their house. It was an old card from an old player. And they just found it under their house. Jeez, that's amazing. I'm gonna go check under my house, try and find $2 million worth of cards. Number 3 is a 1998 Pikachu Silver Trophy. This one was $444,000. Game used, bro. Somebody had used that Charizard up, man. Did you guys ever play any Pokemon cards, like actually the game or anything? I think I talked about it before that there was a computer game of the card game. That was the only version I ever played. Number 2 is a 1995 Pokemon Japanese Top Sun Charizard Scarce Blue Back. This one is worth $493,230. Sorry. So interesting. This one's very different. Another Charizard though. Make sure you share with us. Absolutely. Did you ever collect them, Plenty? In like packs of cigarettes or something, but are super rare. You've probably seen a pic of it. Probably. I should take a look at it. It's too much work with real cards. Yeah, I can understand that. Hannes Wagner. Card. Oh, bro, you are so right. I have seen this card before. It's that picture of that card. Yeah, I feel like that's you're so right, Ty, man. It's better to play those online. I don't know. I know people really love playing them and stuff. No, collected Lord of the Rings cards though. Ooh, who were the Lord of the Rings ones through? Was it like its own set or was it through like Magic? Because I know Magic was doing a Lord of the Rings set recently because they did that One Ring card that was sold for like $2 million or something to Post Malone, I think. All right, so this last one. This is the one Okay, so this is a 1998 Pikachu Illustrator. This card is worth approximately $5.275 million. What? Why? From 1997 to 1998, Koro held 3 illustrator contests, Pokemon card game Illust Artist Contest, Mewtwo's Counterattack Commemoration Illust Art Contest, and Pikachu's Summer Vacation Contest. The winner of these contests each received a Pokemon Illustrator card. 39 of these cards were created, although only 20 of them were ever distributed. Today, the Pikachu Illustrator is the most expensive Pokemon card ever sold. Most notoriously, influencers and YouTuber celebrity Logan Paul bought a PSA 9 Pokemon Illustrator card for $1.275 million. A year later, he traded that card plus $4 million in cash to acquire a PSA 10 Pikachu Illustrator. He wore this card on a diamond encrusted necklace in April 2022 when he entered the ring at WWE WrestleMania 38 to fight Rey Mysterio. Oh my god, what the fuck? It's been a while. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool though. I'll have to take a look and see if I can find him. Want to do Inscription again? Yeah, dude, Inscription was so fucking good. I remember seeing that they were gonna do actual real cards for Inscription. I actually I really wanted a set of those. One of the fucking Paul brothers, man. Knew it. Yeah, always. I wanted to look up those Lord of the Ring cards real quick. Yeah, I was trying to look up like like 90s Lord of the Ring cards. I don't know if it was the 90s or not. I was trying to find like older Lord of the Rings cards. I see Middle Earth CCG. Wonder if that's what it is. Okay. Middle Earth CCG. Collectible card game. Ooh, so this one specifically is just collectibles. Maybe that's the one, Plenty. They were years active from 1995 to 1998. That's actually pretty cool. One Piece got a big hitter card right now too. Gotta wait till the show ends or Oda dies, and I think they're just gonna skyrocket. Do you have that one? Yo, Vash, what's happening, dude? Welcome on in. Everyone, shh, he's here. Before that's before my time. Oh, okay. Damn. All right, well, I'll keep on looking. Early mid 2000s. Ah, okay. A few sold one for $850. Damn, that's pretty good deal. Jesus, man. You think this is the one? Oops. It's making me pull up Vash's stuff. I accidentally. You need to sell yours. Do you still have them? This is 2011 to present. This might not be it either. Cyclo. It might be between the one I found and the one you found. Maybe it's this one. We don't know, right? I've also collected those figurine toys never opened. Hey, yeah, you should take a look. If you ever find them, you should try and find them on like a website and see what they kind of read or people are selling them for. You get a little bit of an idea. It might be a little extra boost if you if it's something you're willing to part with, or if not, I mean, hold on to them. They probably only get more valuable. They made too many card games. They really did. I agree. When I was looking, there was like a list, and I was like, I'm good. I don't want him. With a Pokemon card. Yeah, so we were going over, this was just like a random thing I came across. It was the 11 most expensive Pokemon cards. Most of them were like in the range of like $500,000. This is the only one that actually crossed $1 million, and it at 5.275 million. So but yeah, what's happening, Vash, man? With that Hannes Wagner card, bro, you're not lying. Been sick last night and today. Hey man, it's going around. It's definitely going around. Okay, I just got a couple more here before we wrap up. And like I said, a big day for some trailers and stuff. I don't know if you saw, Vash. There was the trailer for new Grand Theft Auto came out. We looked at that a little bit earlier. There was new Godzilla and King Kong. Was there something else? There had to be something else, right? But only seeing shots of GTA. I would watch it again, but there's like copyrighted music in it, so I didn't want to go over it too many times. Oh yeah, and there's a trailer for Fallout as well, the TV show. I'll see it. Yeah, exactly. It looks like a Grand Theft Auto game. And it's coming out in 2025, so you got some time to check out the trailer, man. All right, so like I said, just a couple more here before we wrap up. Marvel has stated that they never want to magically undo Iron Man's death from Avengers Endgame. Sorry, if you haven't seen Avengers Endgame, spoilers. I think everybody's seen it at this point. Or if you wanted to see it, you've seen it. And if you haven't, I am so sorry that you're seeing this here now. Sorry. While anything can obviously happen with flashbacks or the multiverse, Marvel head Kevin Feige has assured MCU fans that the team never wants to magically undo Iron Man's death in Avengers Endgame and lessen that moment. Speaking with Vanity Fair about Robert Downey Jr., Feige shared the importance of what Tony Stark's sacrifice meant for the MCU and how they don't want to retcon it to get Downey Jr. back. We are going to keep that moment and not touch that moment again. We all worked very hard for many years to get to that, and we would never want to magically undo it in any way. Now that technically could be read in a way that doesn't fully close the door on the return for Downey Jr. via flashbacks or the multiverse, but it does sure sound like the MCU's Tony Stark from the main timeline is gone for good. Which is good. That's how it should be. Mr. Stark. Yeah, but I mean, listen. It would be kind of some bullshit to try and back out on that afterwards, like way later on, because they're like, shit, our stuff's not going well. Let's just bring him back. Like, so I'm glad they're sticking to it for now, at least. that may change in the future when if Marvel's really struggling. They're like, guys, we got to figure out something. We got to bring him back. So yeah, it's very easy for them to be like, no, we're not gonna undo that. Of course not. Why would we undo that? But now they're like, but for right now they're like, yeah, of course, we're good. Eventually, maybe less so. All right, so this next one is pretty interesting. I don't know if there's been an update about it, but this is actually some pretty fucking scary shit. So Sony is pulling Discovery videos PlayStation users already own, sparking a concern over our digital future. So it sounds like Sony is pulling shows that people have digitally purchased. And yeah, and so people are like, but I thought I owned them. And essentially it sounds like Sony's like, no, you don't. So Sony has pirating ain't actually stealing. Essentially, that's what Sony's saying, man. I think that's kind of what they're saying. Sony has signaled its intentions to pull some PlayStation content even from those who bought it, sparking concerns for customers. In a brief notice on the PlayStation website, Sony said it planned to remove hundreds of Discovery films from users' video library, preventing them from watching the content they paid money for. Sony explained the decision as being due to content licensing agreements with content providers. And it's Discovery making this call, right? But Sony's the one who is going to be under fire for it, you know, because they're the front facing part of this. Yeah, this is kind of the issue with the digital ownership part of this, is how much do you really own anything? As of the 31st of December, due to our content licensing agreement or arrangement with content providers, you will no longer be able to watch any of the previously purchased Discovery content, and the content will be removed from your video library. We sincerely thank you for your continued support. Thank you, PlayStation Store. There follows a long list of affected video content, which includes over 1,000 seasons of shows, including Through the Wormhole with Morgan Freeman, Tanked, Mythbusters, and An Idiot Abroad. The decision has sparked a backlash online and fueled concerns around ownership of digital media. Video game preservation is a hot topic within the industry, but the issue of content removal from digital platforms is top of mind of movie and TV makers too. So I just, yeah. It's definitely tough for me to be like, man, I like owning things both physically and digitally, just depending on what they are. When I can get a physical edition, I usually try to go that way as long as I can. But on an occasion, I might own something digitally because it's a little easier to get to or whatever. And this kind of throws a whole wrench into all of that. When somebody could just be like, yeah, well, they're not distributing it to us anymore. You know, our agreement with them has ended. So no, you no longer own this anymore. I definitely find some problems with that. But I also know, I know for Sony, like, yeah, it sucks. They're like, yeah, we have to do this. They're the front facing one. No. I think I remember seeing something too about where people were saying like they wanted some kind of like a refund almost if you purchased it. I guess you're kind of purchasing it with the idea that you own it in perpetuity, and they're saying no, you don't. And if you ask for the refund, they're kind of saying like, well, no, you don't get that. I don't know. I think there's got to be something. I could see this coming to a head at some point where it does actually become something like that. Yeah, or like I said, there's gonna have to be something in place that allows people to kind of have a refund, or at least know if you're buying something that you are not buying it in perpetuity. That if you buy it, that it has to be stated like, hey, at some point in the future, this could be taken down. Is this what you would like to do? And I know physical media is not going to be around forever, but this is just definitely a little scary. So I wanted to bring this up so just so that everybody knows. Yeah, if you think that you own some kind of digital whatever, it doesn't even matter if it's a show, a movie, a game. I feel like it doesn't even matter at a certain point. Be prepared at some point that it could happen. You could lose those things with no say and no refund, of course. All right, three more. Nicolas Cage says he may only have 3 or 4 movies left in him. I'm sure he said it in a extremely exacerbated way and a very Nick Cage way. The word is slipping all over my lips right now, so no one wants that day to come, but eventually our greatest actors will stand in front of the camera for the last time. Generational talent Nick Cage has even started talking about that day, recently revealing he only sees himself doing a few more films before retiring. Lips slipping. That's what was happening. That was what was happening. Mandy? No, but I really wanted to see Mandy. I feel like Mandy was the movie that kind of brought Nick Cage back into the light again here, and he's kind of been getting some films again, which is great. Have you seen it? Did you like it? I may have 3 or 4 movies left in me. I do feel like I do feel I've said what I've had to say with cinema. I think I took film performances as far as I could. I do want to get much more severe and stringent in my selection process. I want to say bye on a high note. Okay. So he's kind of looking at it where he's just, he's definitely starting to figure out what his last kind of things are. Which is, I think, is fine. I think it's okay for him to also be a little bit picky in his selection process for films. And yeah, saying bye on a high note, very cool. It's such a great film, and the unbearable weight of massive talent is also fantastic. I actually wanted to see that one because it looked really interesting, and Pedro Pascal looked pretty interesting, perfect for Cage. And listen, you'll never say that the guy hasn't given 110% to your film. That's just not how he is. He pretty over the top and a little bit goofy at times, sure, but like the guy goes for it every time, which is one of those things I think that people they forget. He always gives it everything he's got, even to his own detriment sometimes, which is sad, but it happens. All right, so 2 more. These are both trailers. This is for a Mad Max spinoff. I never saw the newer Mad Max film, the one with Tom Hardy, but apparently this is a spinoff of that one called Furiosa. I don't know. I haven't watched this trailer at all yet, so I don't really know what's going to come of it at all, but I figure we'll check it out. Haven't seen a newer Cage film in a long time. Yeah, same. Listen, he was in this movie with, I think it's John Lovitz and Dana Carvey, called Trapped in Paradise. I think that's the one. I'll tell you what, it's an older film. It's fucking so good. And now it may not actually be so good because I saw it when I was a little bit younger, and nostalgia glasses, of course. But if you ever get a chance, Trapped in Paradise, pretty fucking good. and with it's kind of a goofy, fun, a little bit romantic at times. But you got John Lovitz and Dana Carvey and Nick Cage. How can you go wrong? There's probably other people that I don't even realize that I know now because it's been so long, and they're probably huge actors and I don't remember it. Could be. I don't know that one. Well, you should. Why don't you go fucking find it? Go watch it. Like, not right now, of course. We're streaming, man. But, you know, sometime soon. Oh, sorry. I totally had it wrong. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Oh. You know what? Remember when you guys thought we were going to watch that Furiosa trailer? Nope. We're watching the trailer for this instead. No, now. Don't download Power Wash Simulator. Go get caged. I'm downloading that too. Damn. Cool. Now you guys get to watch this. It's called Trapped in Paradise. That's what it's called. I couldn't remember.
20th Century Fox would like you to meet the Furbo family. Dave.
Once released from this prison, I, much like my reptilian brother, the pterodactyl, shall fly high above my problems.
Alvin.
Excuse me. The sign says take a pen, not take all the pens.
Bill.
Look at that abandoned car. It's my car. Oh.
Their ma.
Beautiful dreamer.
Hey, Edna, how'd you like to ride in the trunk of the car?
Edna, are we sleeping together? I think not.
One big temptation.
Forget it.
Forget what?
There's no money in the vault.
And what have we here?
$275,000.
One brilliant plan.
All right! This is the robbery!
Oh.
Do you boys really want to do this?
Absolutely!
But on Christmas Eve,
It doesn't seem right.
One huge mistake.
I just did what the map said. I made 4 lefts.
4 lefts? As I start going, you idiot!
Robbing the bank was easy.
Oh my God, are you okay?
No, we're not dead, if that's what you mean.
Why don't you come join my family and me for a wonderful Christmas dinner by the fire?
But surviving the nicest little town in the world.
Here we are.
That's the hard part.
Come on in. I just robbed these people. I don't want to get to know them, all right? If you don't give me that money, I'm going to throw your mother out the window.
All right, love you too.
You need any money?
No, we're talking more than I share already.
20th Century Fox presents the story of 3 brothers looking to get out of paradise.
Is there a bus or a train?
Any way they can. Nicolas Cage.
I'm getting this feeling that you're not telling me something.
John Lovitz.
The feeling you're getting is paranoia.
Dana Carvey.
Come on, let's just go.
Trapped in Paradise.
Don't aggravate the old witch.
I wish I was a witch. I'd shove my broomstick right up your...
You guys are welcome. I'm glad I could share this with y'all. Now I need to see the movie. It's legitimately pretty awesome. It's one of those ones that, yes, Nick Cage is a little over the top, but a little. I feel like I don't remember him being that over the top in this. I mean, not
Thank you, Cody.
I think you guys need to check this out. It's legitimately one of those films that I felt like was really good. And watching it just now, I feel good. Free on Tubi, bro. I'm gonna be watching this one again. I'm telling you guys right now. I don't know what Tubi is, but I'm gonna be watching it. All right, let's watch this trailer for Furiosa. Yeah, seriously, guys, it's really it is very goofy and whatever, but it's actually legitimately. I think it's a pretty good one. If you do watch it, please in the Discord, let me know that you watched it and what you thought. Let's watch out this trailer for Furiosa. Impress me.
Whatever you have to do. However long it takes. Promise me you'll find your way home. Furiosa. Give me this promise.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
I'm Furiosa!
The darkest of angels. The question is, do you have it in you to make it epic?
As a bad guy, nice. So here's what I'm gonna go ahead and say. I don't think I understand the Mad Max films. I've seen like the older Mad Max films. I've seen at least one or two of the older Mad Max films. I didn't see the new one. I don't know if I understand them. Yeah, I saw the old ones, but it's been a really, really long time, and I don't really. It's even wilder. Yeah, and that's kind of what I remember seeing like a little bit of. I don't know. I don't know if I'm interested or not. More of a direct story. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check out the newer one and then figure out if this is gonna be for me or not. I feel like I'm just, as I'm like looking at it, I'm like, you can tell like how very similar to the newer one it is. But interesting. New one just throws you into chaos. Okay, so maybe this is spoilery, and if it is, feel free to let me know and not let me know. Is the newer one still Max? Like, is Tom Hardy playing Mad Max in that? Like the same Mad Max that Mel Gibson played? Because that's what I'm kind of like, feel like I'm sitting here like, he never go into his background. So you don't know. So you have no idea who his character is. Interesting. Huh, interesting. All right, well, some point I'll try and take a watch. All right, this last one is for The Last of Us. This is the trailer for the No Return mode that's coming out with the new remaster of Last of Us Part 2. This did come out yesterday. People were like talking about how this was gonna be like feeling so bad for Last of Us No Return because people were only gonna be watching the Grand Theft Auto trailer, which again to me just seems like a wild leap to take, where you're like, yeah, but people can only watch one thing at a time, you know, or not one thing at a time. They can only watch one thing a day, and you know, sorry, Last of Us, nobody's gonna watch that. Like, yeah, the hype might not be around it, but it wasn't gonna be as hyped up as a new game release, you know, or announcement or whatever. So, I did check this out. I think it looks pretty awesome, but I think you guys should take a look and let's get us a full real preview of the new No Return mode that is coming out in the new remaster. Yeah, this looks, I don't know, I for whatever reason I was like, this looks pretty cool. Kind of an interesting take, a little bit of the roguelike type feel, where you do it like a run and then if you die you have to start over, but you kind of get to progress and everything. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. Pretty happy about this, right? I'm choosing Mel. Oh my gosh, that seems like such a chaotic choice. Where is multiplayer? I know, obviously multiplayer is gonna be its own thing, but you know, Wasteland Abbey, right? There's a couple of spots too where I was pretty shocked. There is this suit for Ellie is so wild. She looks like a superhero. I saw it and I was like, interesting. No, not weird. Come on, man. It's just costumes. I mean, whatever, you know. I know. What an absolute chaos choice Plenty's gonna take there. I'm taking Mel. So yeah, I think this looks pretty awesome. I'd be willing, whenever they do the release, I'll probably try and do the upgrade for the whatever $10, just because you get No Return and some secrets or some what do they call them, lost levels. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably check it out, but yeah, I just think this is kind of a cool little spin on it or whatever. Could be fun, you know. For $10, I feel like that's worth it. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for the news for today. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. We're gonna head back over to the other side. We'll hang out a little bit and then we'll get into some Last of Us. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out for the news, and I will see you on the other side.